Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to bust 5 myths that many people think are the blockers for being successful. Yes, here you go. There are 5 myths. If you choose to bust them, definitely on one day you will be successful. Yes, so without any delay, let's dive into those 5 myths. Myth number 1: success needs money and power. So, this is the kind of myth which most of the people are having in their mind. Only if I have a lot of money or maybe a lot of power, I can be successful. But that's not the way it works, guys. Many people in the world who are successful started with zero money. They started on bicycles, they started by walking, they started going to store by store. Lot of success stories, if you hear, none of them started with a lot of money or a lot of power. Money and power eventually comes once you are successful by adding a lot of value to the society around you. That is myth number 1. Myth number 2: success needs to start big. Success doesn't need to start big. This is another myth like which many of us are having. For example, let's suppose if I wanted to start some business or maybe start doing something, I think, okay, unless I'm going to start a big restaurant or something or big industry, I will not be successful. That is absolutely wrong. Many successes in the world started very small. They started like a roadside shops or maybe a corner house, everything. So if you hear, many of the success stories started very small. And you know one thing, most of the big starters will be ultimate failure. I don't say everything that start big will result in failure, but most of that start big without having any fundamentals of adding value will eventually collapse. So success doesn't need to start big. You have to start small and lay brick by brick on a daily basis, and then you will be successful on one day. So that is myth number 2. Myth number 3: success is permanent. Exactly. So success is permanent is what a myth many of the people think. Many of the industries who think success is permanent will not sustain in the long run. So let's take an example. So how many of you buy this Apple mobile phone or maybe any of the Apple products? So when the first Apple product came in, if Steve Jobs or his company would have thought that is the success, and if they would have stayed there, do you think will they be survived? No, they would have collapsed. So success is not permanent. So many of the successful people think that definitely success is not permanent. So it's a journey. Definitely it will not be stopping on one day. Sometimes it go up, sometimes it goes down. There'll be a lot of ups and downs, but still they will struggle. They will be in the game, only then they'll be successful. So success is just a temporary thing for many of them. So once they feel successful, they'll not be convinced or they'll not be happy and not taking any actions. They will take more actions. They will take additional inputs. So that's how they keep getting the success on daily basis. So if you think the moment we get successful, we can be permanent, that's a myth. Definitely one day or other it will collapse. So that is myth number 3, guys. So moving on, myth number 4: success cannot be achieved because there is a lot of competition. Why? Because many of the times everyone will be comparing with others or trying to compete with others. So at the end of the game, they will see around and there will be no one to compare with. So what will happen? They will be failures. So never ever compare or compete with anyone around you. So, but the only person you have to compare or compete with is yourself. Compare with yourself how you were yesterday to how you are today. So how you are today to how you're going to be tomorrow. So that is the only comparison or competition you should be having. As soon as much as value you add to the society, that will tell you the real success, that will be the real important factor that will be pulling towards you. So success will be like a magnet. If you start adding more value, so give more benefits to others, then success will pull you towards that. It's not like you have to go in. So forget about being successful, start being more value. So give more value, create more impact. So that is the only way you can be successful. Comparison and competition, which is a myth, do not ever compare with anyone. So then you will be really successful. That is myth number 4. And the last myth or the bonus myth. So the bonus myth is success need intelligence. That is a bigger myth. How probably our education system or our society or many people around us has drilled into our minds. Success doesn't need any intelligence, guys, really. So success need commitment. It doesn't need intelligence. Do you think all the intelligent people in the world are successful? Or all the successful people in the world are intelligent? Neither of these statements are true. Success doesn't need intelligence because intelligence is just a skill that can be taught and can be learned. So that is what is very important. So these are the 5 myths like that you have to burst starting from today if you were really going to be if you really want to be successful, guys. Okay. So along with this, I will share quick 4 tips if you want to be really successful. If you practice these 4 on daily basis, definitely it will change your life. It doesn't matter whether you're going to be successful on one day or whether you want to show to the world you are successful. That doesn't matter. But what it matters is it will definitely bring a lot of change in your life. I already covered this in another video, but I'll just share a snippet of that. So if you follow these 4 principles, your life will change drastically. First one is commitment. Stay committed to what you are doing in. So do not get deviated. So as soon as you have this burning desire and obsession towards something, then please stay committed. So commitment is very important to be in the game. And second one is courage. So be courageous. You can't be really courageous without being competent on something. So the base for being courageous is competence. So build your competence and courage will automatically come in. So that is second one. And third one, very common, and we all have during our childhood, but we lost that during our journey. You know what it is? Common sense. Common sense is a key factor, guys. So without common sense, nobody in this world can be really successful. So forget about anything else. So common sense is a bare minimum quality. And the last and final one, gratitude. So gratitude is so powerful, guys. We have to be grateful for everything and anything we have got. I know many people who even are like a roadside vendors, they'll be very grateful. So yesterday, while I went to buy some vegetables, I saw a small vegetable vendor, and they came some beggar. You know what this vegetable guy did? So he gave probably a kind of a half kilo of tomatoes for him, or maybe he's also giving some money to him. So why? I thought vegetable vendor is probably having a very misery life because he's not earning much. But even though from his smaller earnings, he like to give to somebody else. So how grateful this is. So even if you're not doing anything in terms of money or maybe financially, but be grateful to what you have. Everyone are really have to be grateful, because I'm grateful today because I have a mobile phone, I have an internet, I have a laptop. See, everything in your life you have to be grateful about. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I have a job, I have a home to stay, I have food to eat. See, this is what is more than enough for to be grateful, guys. So gratitude is very very important. So we have to show our gratitude to people around us and probably everything around us. So we have to teach this gratitude skill to the next generation as well. These are the four things for you to really have a change in your life, guys. So practice this and bust all those five myths which I shared with you, and definitely one day or other you will be successful. And I started following all of this, and I think that will change my life drastically. So that's all for today, guys. If you want to have more videos of mine, so you can subscribe to my link. And if you want me to share my learnings on special topics, please feel free to DM me, and I'm happy to share, and I'm happy to connect with you to share more of my learnings. Thank you so much, guys. That's all. Bye.